Hey everyone, and welcome to my review for Darkman. This is Sam Raimi's first superhero movie. Darkman's really more of an anti-hero, but so after he did Evil Dead 2, he really wanted to do a superhero movie. He tried to get the rights to, it was Batman and the Shadow. Eventually, the Shadow was made in the 90s. I need to rewatch that because, I don't think I really fully liked it when it came out. Or when I first saw it. Came out, I wasn't even born yet. So I might need to rewatch that one. But he couldn't get the rights to him. So he's like, well, I'll just make one of my own. And his concept was, he was a big fan of the Universal monsters like Frankenstein, Wolfman, but this is very much inspired by the Invisible Man, but also A Man with a Thousand Faces, because Darkman is he's a scientist who's trying to create skin for burn victims, and right as he finds success when he finds out that the skin can hold for over, I think it was 100 minutes when it's in the dark, when it's less sensible to light, gang comes in and completely just ruins that, leaves him like terribly scarred and lost his sanity. So, but also the rage that's in him, whenever he gets angry, he just full on becomes crazy. But he what he does is he very much is a person that can like change his face. So what he starts doing is trying to find the goons or the gang, and trying to frame them all. But this was Liam Neeson towards the beginning. This was pre Schindler's List. So it was really kind of cool and interesting to see him be this way, and also with Sam Raimi, it's the characters are gonna end up kind of going crazy for a little bit, and Liam Neeson does a pretty good job at being crazy. So, I think this is a fun movie. I much prefer his Spider-Man movies, because what Raimi said was the finished film is not the full film he wanted to do. Because while they were making Darkman, they were also writing Army of Darkness. So it was a bit tricky for them, but I still think he pulled it off pretty well. I really like this movie. I think this was the first movie that started Sam Raimi and Danny Elfman working together, which was pretty cool. So I enjoy this movie. It's a Sam Raimi movie where I kind of forget that he did. Unlike like Evil Dead or Spider-Man, where I'm kind of going like, yeah, I know he did those. But there's like some movies in his catalog where I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot he did that, like this, or Oz the Great and Powerful, and Drag Me to Hell. And I'm going like, well, I completely forgot about those, but they're still really good movies. So yeah, I really enjoy this movie. I think some of the special effects are kind of like a little bit wonky, but it was the 90s. Jeez, I'm tired. So but yeah, the acting is really good. I think the score is pretty good. Most of the special effects are really good, and still hold up pretty well. Um, yeah, this is a fun kind of anti-hero movie, and I know they did two direct-to-DVD sequels. Haven't seen those because most direct-to-DVD stuff are not very good. So we'll see what they do. But another thing about Darkman is that he very much resembles the Shadow. Um, like if you put Darkman and the Shadow side by side, it's kind of like they look very similar. And now that Sam Raimi has the rights to Shadow for the past years, they've been trying to find a really good script, and apparently they had one, and then they didn't anymore. So that movie's kind of mixed around. But we'll see what happens. But I would give this I give this a great. You know, it's a fun movie. And it also established Sam Raimi as stepping outside of his horror roots and saying like, well, I can do action stuff too. A lot like James Wan, where he can do horror stuff really well, but he's like, I can do action stuff pretty well. So pretty good movie. So there you go. That's my review for Darkman. Let me know what other movies and TV shows you want me to review, and I'll see you next time.